The Taj Mahal, symbol of India, architectural jewel, monument to a grand passion. The Taj Mahal was built in the 17th century by Shahdjahan, king of the world, ruler of India's mighty Mughal empire. This great warrior king gave the world an architectural masterpiece of a kind it had never seen before. This is how it came to be made. It's also the legend of his queen, the beautiful Mumtaz Mahal, and of their love, too perfect to survive. The chosen one of the palace will have her final resting place in the world's most beautiful building. Magnificent chambers of the Taj Mahal hide a secret. And Shahdjahan will pay a terrible price to complete his life's work at a turning point in India's history. Today, the Taj Mahal is one of the world's greatest tourist attractions. Every year, more than 3 million people come to see humanity's loveliest building with their own eyes. But for the Indian nation, the Taj Mahal is much more than an architectural masterpiece. The Taj Mahal was built in one of the most glorious periods of Indian history. The time of the Mughals, with their mighty empire and fabulous riches. The building that emerged from his plans perfectly combines grace and scale, power and beauty. The Taj Mahal, crown of the palace. The inner sanctum of the Taj is a tomb for Mumtaz Mahal, the love of Shah Jahan's life. In her memory, the great Mughal created this eternal love poem in stone.
That was a revolutionary idea for those times.
Innovative. The great Mughals' engineers dig deep wells to below the water table. Then they fill them up with rocks and mortar. On this base, the master builders erect stone columns, linked together by massive arches. The result? A solid mountain of stone to support the foundation slab of the building, protecting the Taj from the currents of the Yamuna River forever. The Taj Mahal must always stand as a testament to the eternal power of love. But this love will last for eternity. The capital of the Mughal Empire is the great city of Agra in northern India, the location of the giant Red Fort, the center of imperial power and one of India's mightiest strongholds. The ruling Mughals and their families live in magnificent palaces inside the fort. Here, the women of his harem see to Shah Jahan's every whim. But his favorite, by far, is his childhood love, Mumtaz Mahal. But Shah Jahan's memorial to Mumtaz Mahal is the world's most exquisite symbol of romantic love. Partly because its Mughal architects used some remarkable optical tricks. The first view of the monument is framed by the main gate. As the visitor moves closer, the Taj Mahal seems to get smaller. It seems to grow bigger as you walk away. The guides here say, when you leave, you take the Taj with you in your heart. An optical trick went into the building of the minarets too. They leaned slightly outwards. If they were truly vertical, they would seem to be leaning inwards. By leaning away from each other, they look perfectly upright. And that brings another advantage. In an earthquake, the minarets would collapse outwards, sparing the Taj and its mighty dome. The dome is the crowning glory of the Taj Mahal, the element that makes it so timeless and graceful. The dome rises layer by layer. The mortar between the stones gives it stability. The result is self-supporting, with no reinforcing struts or columns. The weight of the dome is transferred directly downwards to the mass of masonry below. The dome is more than 40 meters high and 4 meters thick, yet it seems to float over the marble facade, a miracle of stress calculation still admired by engineers. In the midst of the campaign, Mumtaz Mahal falls pregnant with the emperor's child. But there are complications at the birth. For once the king is powerless. As his bride weakens, the great mogul can do nothing but pray. Before she died, legend says, Mumtaz Mahal made a wish for a mausoleum more sublime than any the world had seen. This will be Shahdjahan's task for the rest of his life, to erect the world's most beautiful building in her memory. The Taj Mahal combines the very best elements of the memorials to Shah Jahan's forefathers. The tomb of his own father provides the model for the minarets. His great-grandfather's mausoleum had 4 corner turrets surrounding a central core. The 4 mighty portals are inspired by his grandfather's tomb. And Shah Jahan took the form of the Great Dome from the memorial to a famous ancestor. Different models, united in perfect harmony. Symbolism carved in stone and marble. A heavenly memorial to the Queen of the world. Or as a poet described it, a teardrop on the cheek of time. Today, no one remembers the ordeal of the people. Only the sublime result. And the interior of the mausoleum itself is modeled after the 8 paradises of the Quran. 8 chambers surround the central space beneath the dome. Mumtaz Mahal's coffin lies here. Before long, it attracted pilgrims from far and wide. The Taj Mahal itself demonstrates the links between India and Europe. Sumptuous stone flowers adorn the filigree marble latticework and cover the entire interior of the Taj Mahal. Techniques and motifs coming from distant Europe. These mosaics of semi-precious stones are called pietra dura. Pietra dura is Italian for hard stone. In the Renaissance, these precious inlays decorated palaces. This craft of stone cutting traveled from Italy to India, where it experienced a new heyday. Pietra dura is a tough craft to master. The mosaics are made of tiny colored stones set into marble. A craftsman cuts hundreds of stones for a single mosaic, each shaped and positioned with perfect precision. He needs just as much skill to carve the flower shapes into the marble, creating the setting for the precious stones. After the final delicate corrections, a special glue sets the stones in their recesses. Painting in stone is one of the glories of Indian craftsmanship. But no chronicles record the names of the artists who decorated the Taj Mahal. Through their work, the men who made the Taj Mahal live on. (1643). The Taj Mahal is finished. The Taj Mahal conceals a final mystery. The coffin seen in the mausoleum is only a cenotaph, an empty monument. Mumtaz Mahal lies in a secret marble chamber below. There she rests, undisturbed. After finishing the Taj Mahal, Shahdjahan rules these lands for 20 more years. But his reign will see an inglorious end. Just one comfort remains to Shahdjahan. In the distance, from his prison window, he can see the gleaming monument of his beloved. He cannot forget his passion for the chosen one of the palace. Their happiness was mortal. Their love was for eternity. Mumtaz Mahal's tomb has carved its place in history. Shahdjahan will also find his last resting place here. In 1666, at the age of 74, Shahdjahan dies. His chronicle ends with the words,
"The king of the world has died." The body was taken by river to the magnificent tomb of the late Queen Mumtaz Mahal.